Good morning and welcome to a new edition of the Tell Like It Is radio podcast. I'm your host, Ro Clark. And on this segment, of course, I want to cover the fight, the main event. Floyd Mayweather, the 49-0 champion, takes on Conor McGregor, one of UFC's best fighters and the greatest entertainers to ever watch in the history of the sport. So, it all started with McGregor calling out Floyd Mayweather months ago, and once they sat down and Floyd they got the money and the contract right, the fight happened, and Saturday night is when it went down, and it was a hell of a fight. I know a lot of people at first weren't really like excited about the fight. I mean, me personally, I thought it was going to be entertainment, and the fight went exactly how I thought I would. I didn't really expect McGregor to win. I didn't really expect McGregor to knock Floyd out like a lot of people thought. I was surprised that the fight did actually, well, it didn't go to distance. I thought the fight would go to distance. And to be honest with you, the Floyd that I saw in the ring, I had no idea. I don't think any of us had any idea this was the Floyd who we were going to see, just in your face type of like how Mike Tyson would come out the start of the round. It's toe to toe, my dukes is up, my chin is tucked, I'm just bobbing and weaving, and I'm in your grill, and I'm counter punching. So it was one hell of a fight, and I'm actually happy for McGregor, despite all the trash he was talking, and all the other stuff. He came out swinging. Actually, like the first 3 rounds, he came out, I want to say, too aggressive. And I feel like that kind of came back and haunted him, because when you're fighting, I mean, you condition for a reason when you're fighting, because if you get someone who's going to go toe to toe with you, and you guys going toe to toe, blow for blow, every time you throw a jab or you throw a haymaker, you bobbing and weaving, that's taking up a lot of energy. And a lot of guys don't realize that. You're gonna be a great fighter, but you can win a fight in the beginning. But the whole thing is, if you're going a distance with somebody, your ass get tired, it could be over for you, man. Your haymakers and your jabs become a little bit soft, and it's not gonna do any damage. But McGregor, he came out swinging. Like I said, he threw 430 punches. He landed 111 out of 430 punches, which was 26%. To the judge card, but McGregor just happened around the gas, man. And you got to think, UFC is 5-minute rounds compared to boxing, which is 12 3-minute rounds, and that adds up. And pretty much Floyd just wore him down. And at the same time, it was a 10th round TKO, stopped by the referee, which I didn't like. I actually wanted to see McGregor to go down. I wanted Floyd to actually knock him out, which he was going to. So I don't know if it was like a respect factor played there, or was it something in the clause? Probably not, but I'm just going to go on a limb and say this. It was something in the clause to, for one of these fighters to not beat each other up too bad, so just in case Floyd would have lost, he wouldn't have went out, too banged up. And McGregor, he's 28, 29, he's still fighting, and he still has a reputation, even though he did step into a whole different world, somewhat similar to his, but a whole different world, to where he can't even use his legs and his feet, just all hands. He did pretty good, despite him grabbing Floyd and punching him in the back of the head. I feel like McGregor should have got points reducted plenty of times, because even after the second time or third time, the referee warned him, and he said, "You got to stop doing that. We're going to take a point." So after that third or fourth time, he ended up doing it 5 more times. Watch the fight, count it. So he could have really got points taken off, and the fight would have been nowhere as close to as an 86-85 TKO 12th round. But he definitely kind of landed big punches early on, and then came out and he said, he told the ref, "Let the man put me down." So shout out to Conor McGregor, tripling his net worth. I believe he got 100 plus million. Floyd walked away with 350 million plus the money he's getting from promo and all that. So, and you ask Floyd, why this fight? Why come my retirement for this fight? Well, 350 million reasons why. Who wouldn't? I'll come my retirement and play and fight for 350 million. I'm pretty sure Michael Jordan would come my retirement and play for 1 year, 350 million. I'm pretty sure anybody come my retirement and play for that type of money, 350 million. I'm not going to leave down the table and walk away. See, and I want to touch bases on Floyd. I don't, I didn't really watch like behind the scenes of Floyd training and stuff like that. Floyd just looked rusty to me. You could tell it was a guy that was out the ring for 5 years. He looked rusty. He wasn't moving as slick as he used to be. And I feel like if McGregor would have fought the Floyd 2 to 5 years ago, then this fight really would have been over in the fifth round. And during the fight part, I was watching the fight at, and I was telling guys, I give to the fifth or sixth round, Floyd's going to turn up, and that's pretty much what he did. And I really didn't realize how much of a size difference there is between McGregor and Floyd. So just imagine this fight was to go in the octagon. God, I think McGregor would just treat Floyd like a rag doll, picking him up, slamming him. I don't think this fight in the octagon will last more than 30 seconds, maybe 35. Because I just think once that distance is closed, that McGregor would just pounce on Floyd and he'll just beat the shit out of him. It'll be over. Excuse my French. So with the 50th win, Floyd passes Rocky Marciano for the most wins without loss or draws. Now, should this win count as win number 50? Damn right. Why wouldn't it? He got in the ring. They signed the contract. They prepared like every other fight. So, I mean, and he fought a young cat. Floyd is 40 years old. He's fighting a cat that's 28, 29 in his prime. Doesn't matter if it was in a box ring or octagon. I mean, Floyd looked pretty impressive, even though he was rusty. So I mean, a lot of people were pretty much satisfied with the fight. I think the fight went exactly how it was supposed to go, and how everybody expected it to go. The fight did over what? The fight did over 80 million, and the Pacquiao and Floyd fight only did 72 million. And Floyd mentioned after the fight, talking to Stephen A. Smith, that the Florida and California service had crashed because of this fight. It was an outsold pay-per-view. Floyd Mayweather, he just looked, like I said, for him to be rusty, he was countering, he was hitting him, he was jabbing him. 170 out of 320 punches, that's 50%. Compared to McGregor's, looking at my notes here, 111 to 430. So yeah, I was taking notes watching the fight. So I'm on it, man. No shame in my game, but it was a heck of a fight, man. And I think win number 50, for all you guys who saying Floyd ran, Floyd did this, he came out a whole different Floyd this fight. Looked different defensively, looked different offensively, gave the people what they wanted. He wasn't running as everyone else puts it. He was in his grill. And I think with this win, he's definitely the best fighter I've ever seen, the best fighter in boxing history. 50 is way more than 49. Last time I checked, 50-0 is better than 49-0. It don't matter who he fight, who's he fighting in his era. I don't care about none of that. I want to see a lot of you guys go on the ring with 50 fights and see how many you guys going to win, how many you guys going to lose. You fighting against pros, guys they've been boxing and training and doing jiu-jitsu, MMA, goju, karate since they were like three or five. So this is pretty much, it's a great fight overall. I did not want to bet on this fight. And to all my fans out there, gambling is not a habit you want to pick up on. But I was not going to bet any type of money in this fight, because this fight really could have gone either way, because it was either they were going to get Floyd win number 50 or they wasn't. Either way, history is going to be made. So either way, I would have witnessed history, and that's what I like doing. See, people, when you're winning in any sport, let's say LeBron and like a Floyd, a lot of people hate you. I guess a lot of people get tired of seeing your face, but you can't hate a man who's 50-0. I don't care how he did it. 50 wins straight out of his career, 21 years. Promotes himself, champion in 5 different weight classes. Then he goes on and be a top MMA fighter. Comes out of retirement and does at age 40. That's pretty dope. And when you just thought Floyd can't get any more money, Um, Floyd was on. I think he was talking to Stephen A. Smith, and he said he went to the casino and bet $87 because they refused him to bet 400 grand because he's the promoter, and they was looking at it like, well, you're betting 400 grand, you must know that you're going to win this fight. This fight is set up. Well, obviously I'm going to win. Obviously I'm going to have that confidence in myself when I'm fighting or doing anything. Anyone should have that confidence, but so Floyd said, he bet 87 grand. He even had one of his people from his camp went and tried to bet 400,000, and they were like, nah, you're Floyd buddy, you're from Floyd's camp. He only bet 87,000, but he walked away with 350 million plus 87,000 plus whatever the hell else he makes off of promotion. So it was a good fight. I don't want to see Floyd come back out of retirement to fight nobody else, even the chance of jeopardizing his record. And I guess next we can look forward to the Canelo and Triple G fight. But does this fight make Floyd the best ever? The greatest fighter in the world, greatest fight you've ever seen. 50-0. 50 is better than 49. Guys, thanks for listening. I hope that you guys enjoyed the fight and you guys were all safe. Please be sure to check out www.rockoutsports.com, and please be sure to check out Baker Hoops. Baker Hoops is a premier AAU club and basketball training company. They understand that an athlete's mind, body, and spirit all have to be in agreement to produce ultimate results. They know how to get this done. Check them out at www.bakerhoops.com for further information. Guys, please be sure to click, comment, share, and subscribe to my YouTube channel, my social media. It's all Tell Like It Is. PC, look me up. You guys be blessed. Enjoy the rest of your day. Thank you. And once again, congrats to Floyd and the Money Team.